The Royal Navy has been involved in operations like this before, but this was the first time since the government announced in March that its armed forces were ready to do so. Lasting 6 hours, Royal Marines, the National Crime Agency and the Royal Air Force boarded this oil tanker, Smirtos, which changed its name and the flag it bears twice after it was sanctioned last year, one of Russia's so-called shadow fleet of tankers responsible for 75% of the country's sanctioned oil.
I think that shows the seriousness with which we're taking this, because it's not easy to do. We've been determined to do it because cutting off the funding for the action in Ukraine is one of the central ways that we will make sure that Ukraine wins the war, and that we stand by them to do that, and then to win the peace as well by helping to rebuild. And it goes alongside other action that we've taken as well to make it easier to seize Russian assets here in the UK, and to make sure that the people in this country aren't paying the cost of what Russia is doing overseas and the threat that they're posing to this country. It's incumbent on us to make sure that Russia pays the heaviest price for that.
The interception comes at the end of a week which saw John Healey resign as the UK Defence Secretary, because he said the Prime Minister, whose authority is already damaged by talk of leadership challenges, was unable and unwilling to find the money needed for defence spending.
It's one of the instructions that the Prime Minister gave quite early on, was that he wanted us to be on the front foot, taking that sort of decisive action in order to keep the country safe and to deal with the threat posed by Russia. And this morning we've been able to successfully do that.
That view was echoed by Ukraine, but Moscow has yet to comment. The vessel remains anchored off the south coast of England while checks are carried out. Paul Hawkins, TRT World.